So today we're going to make a word doodle, and I made a list of the words that I wanted to include in my word doodle on the back of my paper, and I will probably have enough room to put more words if I have time, but I'm just going to put words that have something to do with one another. So in this case, I'm doing a word doodle about myself, and I'm going to put my name on here somewhere, and that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with making my name. And so, to begin with, I'm just going to lightly in pencil print my name really nicely. Okay? You can make it as big as you want. You can make it anywhere that you like on your page. Okay, you can do that. So, if you're doing a quote, then you'll go ahead and write out those letters, and you might want to make some of the words bigger or some of them smaller. So I'm just kind of writing lightly in pencil
your name?
My name, just in plain letters. Really nice, but just plain printed letters.
So big or small?
Whatever you want, kiddo. Okay? So here's my name. Okay, so I've got my name on here, and I'm ready to start making it fancy because right now it's just plain printed letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around those letters and create a particular style going on here. So I'm going to trace around mine, and I'm going to do a kind of letter that at the bottom they kind of flare out like bell bottoms. So everything's normal until we get to the bottom, and then it just kind of goes like that. So once I've drawn around my letters, if I want to, I can go back in and I can erase the guideline that I did lightly in pencil when I printed these letters out nicely. I can erase that guideline, and it just looks like, oh, you just drew some cool letters, right? Some people don't really need the guidelines to make their letters, and if you're one of those people, then you can just kind of make it up as you go. And as I'm working on my letters, I might just go ahead and start on my next word, whatever I choose to do next, or I might decide to make this a little bit more fancy. So instead of just leaving it plain, I may want to give it a little bit of design, make it a little fancy. Maybe my next word, maybe I don't want to make them all go the same direction. So on my word list, I've got art and drawing and different things that I like to do. So I'm going to do my next word right here. I'm going to just draw it in pretty large letters, I think. So there's my next word. And for this one, I think I'm going to make my letters a little bit different. So I think I'm going to just kind of make up a style of lettering. I think I'm going to do a style of lettering that has a big block for one of my letter edges, and then maybe for this one I could either leave those big blocks just plain, or maybe I want to design something in there. So if I'm talking about art, then maybe I want to make them look like they have paint splatters on them. There's my second word. What else do I want on my word doodle? I think I want to have learning. So you can decide if you want, of course, why would you not? You can decide if you want your letters to always go like in straight lines parallel with your edges, or maybe you want some diagonals. Maybe you want them to overlap some. So, like, maybe I want my learning to go here in the background. If you have some of the same letters that you could share somehow, then you could have it going like down through. Like, maybe I want to do, instead I want to do my E right there, my L right here, my R, like that. See what I mean? Like I just used my A from art to create my learn. I don't have room to make it learning, but that's okay. I'll just make it into learn. So for this one, I think I'm going to do kind of a different. I'm going to do 3 lines for my verticals and 2 lines for my horizontals. So I want to make each of my words just a little bit different so that they have some contrast. So I'm going to do drawing next, I think. And I'm going to make these kind of smaller. Okay, so maybe on this one, I'm going to make like 3D letters. So I'll go ahead and make my letters kind of just plain block letters. So maybe if I want these to be 3D letters, I'm going to give them like an edge. And I can have some shading to it if I want to. I'm just going to keep filling this up until I don't have room anymore. So maybe as I get more of these in here and maybe I don't have as much room, maybe I'm going to do tiny words to help fill it in. So I'm going to just fill that in with like all kinds of cool stuff about me and the things that I like. And when I'm all finished with it, you could add color to it and make it look super awesome.